Right, we are here, the World's Strongest Man Final 2024. First event is the medley. They've got to carry a 1,000-pound yoke, which is 450 kilos, 20 meters down the course, and then pick up a 330 kilo frame, which is about 720 pounds, back 20 meters. Fastest across the line wins the event. So let's just quickly go over everyone in the final. I've got Tristan Hof, Mitchell Hooper, Matthew Ragg, Evan Singleton, Tom Stoltman, Luke Stoltman, Austin Andrade, Ivars Shmuxtelis, Pavlo Kordiaka, and Wesley Dewinski. So, who is going to win World's Strongest Man 2024? My gut feeling is it's going to be between Tom Stoltman and Mitchell Hooper. Third place is going to be a real run, I think, between anyone. If I'm being honest, I think anyone can catch those two, and I think anyone can beat those two as well. My dark horses are Matthew Ragg and Evan Singleton. Evan Singleton's just looking on fire this year, so composed in the heats. It was just like opening this box and just unleashing this monster for like 30 seconds, just doing what I needed to do, and then putting the monster back in the box, closing it, and then just back down to normality and going about his day. So Evan's really switched it on this year. I think he could definitely win the World's Strongest Man as well too. Before we get stuck into the next event, let's have a quick word with one or two of the athletes. I am with the reigning champ, Mitchell Hooper, World's Strongest Man 2023. He's back to retain his title. Just quickly, Mitch, in 30 seconds, what's going to go down in the next couple of days?
Well, you're going to see 10 guys who believe they're the world's strongest man. You're going to see 9 prove wrong and 1 prove right.
That is pretty much sums it up perfectly. I want to wish you the best of luck. Get your head on and just go smash it, man. Good job.
Thank you.
Right. Evan Singleton, you have been so composed in the heats, literally unleashing this monster for like 30 seconds of carnage, tearing the tarmac up, and then putting him back in the box and closing the lid and then carrying about your day. 30 seconds, sum it up. What's going to happen in the final, World's Strongest Man 2024?
The exact same thing is going to happen. I'm going to have the same exact mentality where I'm going to be calm, cool, and collected, conserving as much energy as possible. And then a second that whistle blows, just unleashing the beast, just tearing everything up, killing it, giving it 100%. And then as soon as that event's over, put him back in the cage and let him rest, get ready for the next event.
Lovely. Good luck, mate. Wish you all the best, man.
Thank you.
Thank you. Right, and with the Colossus, Tom Stoltman. I swear you've got bigger than last year, but I don't want to take too much of your time. 30 seconds, sum up what's going to happen in the final World's Strongest Man 2024.
I'm going to take event by event, but I'm feeling confident. Good event for me, and just going to keep my head focused on myself, and hope to take that gold trophy on at the end of the weekend. So it's going to be a good one.
Awesome, man. Good luck. Thank you. Cheers, buddy. Right, I'm with Mr. Adam Bishop, who unfortunately did himself a mischief in the heats. And what do we think we've done, Bish?
They think I've ruptured my Achilles, so we haven't had an MRI, so I don't know if it's like fully off or whatever, but it's not ideal, let's put it that way.
I feel sorry for you, man. You always seem to have a bad luck at World's Strongest Man, but I love the buggy. You just remind me of Andy off Little Britain.
Yeah, I mean, this is my new wheels for the weekend. Yeah, just looking pretty good.
Where's this come from? Has this come from the hospital? Is it something these guys have got you?
I think it's from Make-A-Wish Foundation. Yes, SeaWorld. I think they use this to get Shamu back in the water.
Well, nice to see you, man. Okay, I've just got words what I consider to be the top 3 in this contest. The guys are just warming up, ready for this event, and the tension in here is pretty cool. There's, everyone's pretty relaxed. No one's like, you can't visibly see anyone stressed out, which is very nice. It makes a big change. I think previous years you can see who's crumbling under the pressure, but this year, I mean, look at that. Everyone's just chatting away, warming up nicely. No one's throwing up anywhere. So yeah, let's get stuck into event 1. See you in a sec. Okay, event 1 done. That was absolutely intense. Winning the group, did both implements in 30.2 seconds, which is absolutely incredible. You think about that. So he's done 40 meters with pretty much 1,000 pounds either on his back or in his hands. That is just insane. Austin Andrade was second, did all the implements in 40 seconds. Mexican Eddie Hall is looking good. Well done, sir. Really impressed with that. Tom Stoltman was 1 second behind. Wesley Dowinski did both in 59 seconds. Tristan Hoof was fifth with only 35 meters on the frame. And then Mitchell Hooper only did 34 meters on the frame. Bit of a shocker there. I thought Mitchell would have done a lot better. I will say this, I think Mitchell was the fastest on the yoke. Even though he sort of buckled, he turned his yoke, he sort of got the wrong angle. He even went into the other lane at one point, I believe, and then had to pick it up again. But I still think he was the fastest on the yoke. It was obscene how fast. He might as well not have had 1,000 pounds on his back. That's how fast he was running. It was insane. Matthew Ragg was 7th, 28 meters. Stoltman with 27 meters. Avar Schmuck-Spelis did 21. And then Pavlo Kordiaka did 20.1. So, in the lead at the minute is Evan Singleton on 10 points, Austin Andrade on 9, Tom Stoltman on 8, Wesley Dowinski on 7, Tristan Hoof on 6, Mitchell Hooper on 5, Matthew Ragg on 4, and Luke Stoltman on 3, Avar Schmuck-Spelis on 2, and Pavlo Kordiaka on 1. The next event is the axle. So, I mean, the axle press, I mean, Hooper is looking phenomenal in this. He's done 218 kilos in training, which is the world record, which if he does that today would be absolutely incredible. We've got some great big presses here. We've got Matthew Ragg's a good presser. Tom Stoltman, of course. Luke Stoltman as well. And then we've got the Mexican Eddie Hall, who, if he goes by his name, should do very well at this. So next event is the max axle. So we've got a couple hours to kill, and the athlete's just going to go get some food and chill out and sit down, just get the cortisone levels down, get the adrenaline down before they go again. So I think they're just setting up for the axle. So I shall see you in a little bit. Here we go, Mr. Singleton, brother. That was ridiculous. Just like probably one of the best performances I've seen you display in a medley. That was just like, fortunately, right at the end there, did a little dive with the frame, and the back of the toolbox sort of landed on the back of his heel, crushed you. Let's talk about the event first. Forget the injury. He's fine. Like, it's not going to hinder him. We're not going to let that get in our heads. How did that feel, man?
It felt really, really good. I was feeling really confident going into it. Yoke is one of my best events. Frame is another really good event for me. Mixing them both together is a recipe for success. I went in there, calculated. I knew exactly when to turn it on. I knew exactly when to speed up, slow down, take my time, rely on my conditioning, and it all paid off.
Amazing. You won that event by 10 seconds, which is ridiculous. Tom Stoltman's 2 points behind you. I think Mitchell Hooper is 5 points behind you. Events coming up. Axel. What else have we got today?
Keg toss.
Keg toss. How are we feeling for those?
Feeling really, really good. I'm going to take a little bit of time, just ice this. I'm going to tape up my leg. And then I'm just going to eat and relax, chill out, start warming up when I need to, and let's throw some heavy weight over my head.
This is amazing, honestly. If you spoke to Evan, not that I would, but during that event, like just that 2 minutes around that event, you just feel like he was going to bite your head off. And then he's literally just put this monster back in the box, flicked a switch, and he's come back here and look at him. He's like going to go chill, get some ice, and just eat a bit of food, God knows what else, and going to deliver. I just want to wish you all the best, mate. You're looking on form.
Thank you.
I really do hope you do well, man. I'd love you to win. Really, you deserve a win. You really do, man.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Good luck, man. Good luck. Right, the guys are just warming up for the axle press now. The atmosphere's changed a little bit. Not so relaxed now. I think the tension's kicking in. We know where the pecking order is at the minute. So, yeah, I think the athletes are starting to pick up the pace is probably the right wording. Let's get into it. Okay, the max axle is done. That was very, very, very impressive. The winner with 210 kilos, bear in mind after doing the heats and the frame and yoke this morning, was 210 kilos, Mr. Mitchell Hooper. 210 kilos. Tom Stoltman tied with 210 as well. Now, Hooper decided to try for the world record, and to be honest, nearly got it. He got it above his head and just couldn't quite sort of get up and get his head through, which is really, really impressive. The second most impressive for me was Pavlo Kordiaka, did 200 kilos. Very technical guy. By no means got the shoulder strength of anyone here, but just able to press it up and stoop under and catch it. And then, so he was second. And then in joint, well, we're going to say, so Cad technically was third because Mitchell and Hooper got first and second. So in joint fourth is three people with Austin Andrade. Well done to you, sir, the Mexican Eddie Hall. Very proud. He did 190. So did Evan Singleton. So did Luke Stoltman. So in seventh place was Tristan Hof with 180. And then Matthew Ragg was eighth with 170. Wesley Dewinski and Ivar Schmuckstelis did not lift. So the points after two events is Tom Stoltman in the lead with 17.5 points. Evan Singleton in second with 16. Austin Andrade in third place with 15. Mitchell Hooper in fourth place with 14.5. Tristan Hof in fifth on 10. Tied sixth on 9 points is Pavlo Kordiaka and Luke Stoltman. Tied eighth is Wesley Dewinski and Matthew Ragg. And then last is Ivar Schmuckstelis. So we're going into the keg toss for the next event. There's quite a few guys reckon they go for the world record in this. I think Tristan Hof was on about doing a world record. So is Mitchell Hooper. So is Tom Stoltman. So we've got three guys that think they're going to throw, I think, 25 feet, which is absolutely ridiculous. So I'll go and have a chat with the guys now. But before that, we've got a 10% sale across the site on Beast Farm. The Hydro is absolutely getting rave reviews. It's the best hydration drink on the market. It's keeping me and the guys out here hydrated. So 10% across the site. And if you find an affiliate code from one of the athletes, you can get another 10% off. So check out Beast Farm, have a look around for that extra 10% off. So 20% off the site right now if you find an affiliate code. Right, let's go check out one of the guys. Right then, keg toss next. Mitchell Hooper is just trying out the kegs there. And so on the frame in the first event, it's completely stripped the skin off Mitchell's hands. And obviously, it's not going to affect too many events. Like, it didn't affect his axle, obviously, but for stuff like this, like just gripping stuff when you've got pain in your hands really throws you off. So I think he's just having a little test here, just trying to gauge how he's going to chuck it, how he's going to grip it. I really feel for the guy because those sort of injuries don't hinder you too much, but as I say, just that stinging sensation, like you even, I don't know, like just like putting kit on and off, putting sleeves on and off, his hands are going to be so sore. So plays mind games. When you've got that constantly, he'll go sleep tonight and his hands will be throbbing. You won't get a good night's sleep. So it's just little things like that people don't quite think of at this sort of level of competition. I was just telling the guys, I had a little spy on you there, mate. Just show the camera your hands for us. Can you see that? Can you zoom in on that, Jamie? Look at the state of them. Yeah. Like, oh man, that is... Fuck. That's bad. And this is what people don't understand, because I know all too well when your hands are in that state. It doesn't affect your performance too much, but it's just that little nagging pain, like you just constantly like putting your kit on, going to bed tonight, your hands will be throbbing. It's just annoying, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's part of the sport, and it's the things that people just don't see going on in the background. You watch the TV show, you don't know why results might happen the way that they do, but if your hand rips, you're going to drop a frame, and you can't pick it back up. And I'm really quite proud of what I was able to do on the axle, despite not holding it. The hardest bit of that world record was just holding 210 from the ground to my stomach. Narrowly missed it, but it'll be there.
Just to make a point, yeah, you attempted the world record, 220 kilo, just couldn't quite. You got it up above your head, arms are straight, just couldn't quite anchor yourself forward and get your head through. Is the world record going to happen later this year, do you think?
100%, and it would have happened today if my hands weren't in this state. I can absolutely guarantee that. But, you know, they'll put more money up for it down the track.
That's it. Next event's a keg toss. You've just been eyeing that up as 34 feet. Yeah. You reckon that's doable?
34, no, but a new record, maybe.
Was the record 24 and a half?
I think 25 and a half.
25 and a half. So you think 25 and a half is doable? You've been doing that in training?
I've done it in training, but it only counts once.
Okay. Put it there, Mitch. Good luck, man. Right, with Hooper after the keg toss, 3 guys tied on first. You were one of them. Was that what you expected?
Not entirely. I sort of conceded second to Tom, but there's one thing of how you predict an event will go, but when it actually comes down to it, you just got to put that out your head and do as best you can.
How are the hands holding up?
Horribly. But Conan's wheels and the crooks of your arm, that's a great event for me.
Just let me get a bit of footage of that so you can get a close-up. That is, like, it's way worse than you can imagine. Like that, from experience, is going to be sore as hell. That is going to be throbbing tonight when you go to bed. So, any painkillers? Have you got any tactics for sleep tonight?
Yeah, I love my THC for sleep. We're not saying that in South Carolina, but yeah, I won't have a problem getting to sleep. And thankfully tomorrow we got Conan's in the crook of your arm, deadlift we're strapping in, and then Stones is probably going to hurt the most trying to get the tacky out of the cuts, but putting it in is just going to be, it is what it is.
Pain aside, isn't it? Just get the job done.
Just get the job done, and I mean, you just got to soak it in. You never know when it's going to be your last.
That's it. Thank you, Mitch. Good luck. Wish you all the best, man. Well done. How'd that go, mate? That was impressive from my end.
It actually went better than I thought. I wasn't expecting to get 7.5, and yet I did. Pretty close to the world record. It keeps me in a really good position going into day 2. I'm happy.
I'm happy for you, mate. That was a brilliant display of strength, and events coming up for you, I know, are very good. So, yeah, good luck tomorrow, man. Smash it, yeah?
Thank you, brother. Plan to.
Thank you. Right, event 3 down of the World's Strongest Man final. So, Wesley Dewinski, as promised, did a world record of 7.76 meters. So did Mitchell Hooper, and so did Tom Stoltman. So a 3-way tie for first place. Evan Singleton, technically 4th place. He did 7.5 meters. Avar Schmuckstellis did 7, tied with Matthew Ragg. Luke Stoltman did 6.5, tied with Austin Andrade. And then Tristan Hof on 6. And Pavlo, I'm afraid, didn't get any over. Had the height, just couldn't get the trajectory right. So the points overall is Tom Stoltman in the lead on 26.5. Mitchell Hooper 3 points behind on 23.5. Evan Singleton in 3rd on 23. Austin Andrade on 18.5. Wesley Dewinski on 16. Matthew Ragg on 12.5, along with Luke Stoltman on 12.5. Tristan Hof in the 8th on 12. 9th was Cody Ackett on 9, and Avar Schmuckstellis on 7.5. So Stoltman's got a 3-point lead going into tomorrow's events are Conan's wheel and the deadlift for reps. So, I mean, if you look at it from a technical point of view, Mitchell's the better deadlifter. And I'm going to say Mitchell's going to be the better at Conan's wheel as well. Obviously, the Atlas Stones will be the last event, and that, in my opinion, plays into Tom's hand. So I think this could be very, very close between Mitchell and Tom tomorrow. So, yeah. That's a wrap for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the little behind the scenes, getting a little chit chat with the athletes and everything. And we'll see you tomorrow for the final of World's Strongest Man 2024. We're going to find out who is the winner. So don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you next time. Big love the beast. Take care.